Hi, welcome to another self-love video. If you are new here, nice to meet you. My name is Chrystal-Claire. I do self-love videos, cover songs, story time videos, and hosting. If any of that does interest you, definitely hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified the next time I do post another video. The question for this video is, do you truly love what you do? Okay, that is a powerful question. That question can make or break you. Okay, that question can really make you deeply think about what your life purpose is, what you're doing, what you want to do. Are you loving what you do? Could you love what you do? So that's a question, that's a self-fulfilling question that I would love to explore with you in this video. Many people go to work and go home. They go to work and they go home. That is just the cycle. Many Americans live by this. They just go to work, earn an income. Like they just struggle and just hit the pavement and they grind and everything just to make a living, to earn a living for themselves, for their family, so they have to grind, and then you go home, you go to bed and you do it again, so if work is such a big part of your life, it's such a huge part of your life, so you want to love what you do. Now think about it. Say you work a 40-hour work week. So I'm talking to my full-timers right now. You work full-time. You spend 40 hours a week at your place of business. Now truly ask yourself, do I love what I do? Ask yourself that. Do you love what you do? Or are you just earning a paycheck? Many Americans, and overseas, but many Americans specifically, just go to work to earn a paycheck. Are you one of those people? If you don't realize that you're one of those people, let's put it to the test. When you're at work, are you watching the clock? Are you looking at the clock like, I can't wait till it's 5 o'clock, or I cannot wait till it's 7 o'clock, like whatever time your job ends? Do you look at the clock like, oh man, when is this gonna be over? Do you start texting on your phone while you're at work? When you're supposed to be working, you're like texting on your phone, like just trying to kill some time till you could get out of here. Do you complain about your job to your friends or to your family or to your significant other? Are you complaining about the job like, I hate that job? Or like you're complaining about all your coworkers. Can you believe Nancy said this? Can you believe Tim said that? Like, oh my gosh, like complain. Like, you know what I mean? And yes, sometimes you do complain about your job because no job is perfect. So you have little complaints here and there. But if you find yourself constantly complaining about your job, complaining, I've been there. I know what that feels like. But if you're constantly complaining about your job, then again, it's possible that you don't love your job. Okay? Now, let me tell you the opposite of everything I just said. If you do love your job, you're not watching the clock because you're having fun. Time flies when you're having fun. Have you ever had a great weekend and then you go back to work and then your coworkers ask, oh, how was your weekend? And then you say, it was too short. It wasn't really too short. You had 2 full days, but it was too short because you were having fun. You had a good weekend. You had a good time. You weren't watching the clock. You weren't like, oh, I can't wait till it's 5 o'clock when you were out there having fun. So when you're having fun and you're having a good time, you're not watching the clock. You're not complaining about people. You're not complaining about, oh, I can't believe I'm having so much fun. Like, nobody complains about that. So you're not complaining. You're not watching the clock. You're excited about going to work. You know, a lot of times you wake up. How many of you wake up and say, oh, I gotta go to work? As soon as you wake up, your first thought is, I gotta go to work. So if you love your job, that's not your first thought. Your first thought when you love your job is, I cannot wait to go to work. Okay, I cannot wait. You wanna love what you do. You're spending such a good chunk of your day working. If you're gonna spend so much time of your day, of your life working, don't you wanna love what you do? Don't you wanna have fun while you're doing it? I know I do. That's why I'm on YouTube. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have some fun. I'm gonna have fun while I'm at work. I'm gonna live my best life, you know, and that's why I do what I do. Now, if you don't love what you do, it is okay. It's okay. It's not too late though to make a change. Think about it. What is it that you want to do? Whatever it is that you're doing right now, you obviously don't want to do it. So think to yourself, what is it that I want to do? Now, if you don't know what you want to do, that's okay too. But just at least think about it. What brings you joy? What brings you happiness? What brings you pleasure? What excites you? What exhilarates you? What is fun for you? That is what you should be doing. That's what you should be doing, having fun. As long as you're not like endangering yourself, endangering others, killing people, like doing anything reckless where you're gonna be thrown in jail or end up dead or something. But what excites you other than the crazy? Okay, and that's what you should be doing. Do you want to sing? Do you want to be an artist? Like, do you want to draw? Do you want to be a YouTuber? Do you want to be an influencer? Do you want to give speeches? Do you want to go around the world and help people? Do you want to volunteer? Like, what are some things that you want to do? And that's what you should be doing, because that's what's going to bring you joy. Trust me. That is what's going to bring you joy. The things that you want to do, and things that make you happy, things that make you smile, the things that make you want to wake up every day, those are the things that you should be doing. Okay? Now, if what you think is too big of a dream, mind you, nothing is ever too big of a dream. But if you think it's too big of a dream, you get what you think. So if you think that it's too big of a dream, then let's start a little smaller. Let's put some plans in place for you to achieve that bigger dream that you're trying to achieve. Okay, so let's say that you want to be a world-class speaker. You want to speak around the world and uplift people. Okay, say that was your dream. Maybe in your mind you think that's too big. Fair enough. So you have to start small. Maybe you should take speech courses. Go to school, take some speech courses and enunciate your words, know how to speak clearly, take some voice and diction classes, and you can learn how to speak properly so that you can reach the masses. Okay? Then you start off small. You talk in front of small crowds. Okay? Make sure the crowds aren't overwhelming to you. And you start off small. You talk to groups here, groups there. And then the groups might get bigger and bigger and bigger until you are recognized. And now you can talk a little bit to bigger crowds, and then you just take it from there, and suddenly you're traveling the world. You're traveling the world at this point. You were just working as a telemarketer 9 to 5. Suddenly you're traveling the world. And that's how it happens in an instant. In an instant. Your life can change like that. Okay? Just from little baby steps. Just from you thinking in your mind, hey, I don't love what I do. It's time I started loving what I do. So it's time. It's time that you start loving what you do. If you don't love what you do right now, that's okay. But start loving what you do now. Okay? So make steps. You might not be where you want to be tomorrow, but make steps. Don't be complacent. Don't stay where you are just because it's bringing in the money. How do you know that what you love to do won't bring you any money? You never know. Because why? You're not giving yourself a shot. You're not giving yourself a shot to even see what can come of your dream, of what's going to make you happy. You don't know. You don't know until you try. Okay? So I need you to try today, right now, after this video, because you're going to have to like and subscribe and comment and all that stuff. But after this video, I want you to write down some things that you love. Write down some things you love to do and see of those things that you love, how you can make a career out of them. And what steps you can take today to move toward what it is that you want. Baby steps. You don't have to jump right into anything, but just take those baby steps and watch where it gets you. So that concludes the video. Just make sure that you love what you do. Trust me, it makes life so much more worth living. Okay, that's about it for me. Definitely hit like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so that you can get notified. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for your time and sharing it with me. And I'll see you next time. Namaste.